Today our topic is how to handle uncertainty like a Stoic. Life is full of uncertainty. Every day we face situations where we do not know what will happen next. This can make us feel anxious, stressed, or even afraid. But the ancient philosophy of Stoicism teaches us how to deal with uncertainty in a calm and thoughtful way. Stoicism is not about ignoring your feelings or pretending that everything is fine. It is about understanding what you can control and what you cannot control, and focusing your energy on the things that are within your power. The Stoics believed that the key to a good life is not in avoiding problems or difficulties, but in how we respond to them. They taught that we cannot control the world around us, but we can control our own thoughts, actions, and reactions. This is a powerful idea, and it can help us face uncertainty with courage and strength. First, let's talk about what uncertainty is. Uncertainty is when we do not know what will happen in the future. It could be something small, like not knowing if it will rain tomorrow, or something big, like not knowing if you will get the job you applied for. Uncertainty is a natural part of life, and it is something that everyone experiences. The problem is that uncertainty often makes us feel uncomfortable. We want to know what will happen because it gives us a sense of security. When we do not know, we may feel worried, anxious, or even scared. But the Stoics would say that this is not a helpful way to think. Instead of trying to avoid uncertainty, we should learn to accept it and deal with it in a way that is calm and rational. The first step in handling uncertainty like a Stoic is to understand what you can control and what you cannot control. The Stoics believe that there are two types of things in life: things that are within our control and things that are not. Things within our control include our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. Things outside our control include the weather, other people's opinions, and the future. The Stoics taught that we should focus our energy on the things we can control and not waste time worrying about the things we cannot control. This does not mean that we should ignore the things that are outside our control. It means that we should accept them as they are and not let them disturb our peace of mind. For example, imagine that you are waiting to hear back about a job interview. You have done your best in the interview, and now you are waiting for the result. This is a situation full of uncertainty, because you do not know if you will get the job or not. A Stoic would say that you should focus on what you can control in this situation. You can control how you prepared for the interview, how you presented yourself, and how you followed up afterward. But you cannot control the decision of the hiring manager. Worrying about whether you will get the job or not will not change the outcome. Instead of worrying, a Stoic would focus on accepting whatever happens and being prepared to move forward, no matter what the result is. Another important Stoic idea is to practice negative visualization. This means imagining the worst-case scenario and thinking about how you would handle it. This might sound strange because most people try to avoid thinking about bad things happening. But the Stoics believe that imagining the worst can actually help us feel more prepared and less anxious. When we think about the worst-case scenario, we realize that even if it happens, we can still handle it. This makes us feel more confident and less afraid of uncertainty. For example, if you are worried about losing your job, you could imagine what you would do if it happened. You could think about how you would find a new job, cut back on expenses, or ask for help from friends and family. By imagining this scenario, you prepare yourself mentally for the possibility, and it becomes less scary. The Stoics also believed in the importance of living in the present moment. Uncertainty often makes us focus on the future, which we cannot control. We worry about what might happen tomorrow, next week, or next year. But the Stoics would say that this is a waste of time and energy. Instead of worrying about the future, we should focus on the present moment. The present is the only thing we have control over. By focusing on what we are doing right now, we can live more fully and reduce our anxiety about the future. For example, if you are worried about an upcoming exam, instead of thinking about how hard it might be or what might happen if you fail, you can focus on studying and doing your best in the moment. Another Stoic practice is to remind yourself that everything is temporary. The Stoics believed that nothing lasts forever, and this includes both good and bad things. When we are facing uncertainty, we often feel like the situation will last forever, but this is not true. Everything changes, and even the most difficult situations will eventually pass. By reminding yourself of this, you can feel more at peace with uncertainty. For example, if you are going through a tough time at work, you can remind yourself that this is just a temporary phase. It will not last forever, and things will get better. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of gratitude. When we are facing uncertainty, it is easy to focus on the things that are going wrong or the things we are worried about. But the Stoics believe that we should also take time to appreciate the things that are going well in our lives. Practicing gratitude helps us maintain a positive outlook and reminds us that even in difficult times, there are still good things to be thankful for. For example, if you are worried about your health, you can still be grateful for the support of your family and friends, or for the fact that you have access to medical care. Finally, the Stoics believed in the importance of self-discipline. This means being able to control your emotions and reactions, even when things are uncertain or difficult. Self-discipline is not about suppressing your feelings or pretending that everything is fine. It is about choosing how you respond to situations in a way that is thoughtful and rational. For example, if you receive bad news, you might feel upset or angry, but with self-discipline, you can choose to respond in a calm and constructive way. This does not mean that you will never feel sad or frustrated, but it means that you will not let those feelings control you. In conclusion, handling uncertainty like a Stoic is about accepting what you cannot control, focusing on what you can control, and maintaining a calm and rational mindset. It is not always easy, but with practice, these Stoic principles can help you face uncertainty with courage and strength. Remember that uncertainty is a natural part of life, and it is something that everyone experiences. Instead of trying to avoid it, you can learn to accept it and deal with it in a way that is calm and thoughtful. By focusing on the present moment, practicing gratitude, and using self-discipline, you can reduce your anxiety and live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. The Stoics believed that the key to a good life is not in avoiding problems, but in how we respond to them. So the next time you face uncertainty, remember these Stoic principles and try to approach the situation with courage, calmness, and wisdom.